tangled worse than the river weed. She'd have to sort that out before she went into town. She was tightening the bottle tops when she felt the skin prickle on the back of her neck. She looked behind her, suddenly alert, her senses operating at a new intensity. The sun was rising over the Wessex wilds. Everything was lit a fiery, optimistic gold. There was almost no breeze. Out on the lake, the motionless water clung about the reed stems, as flat and blank as glass. Scarlett stood where she was, a bottle in each hand, trying to hollow herself out so that every available sensation came flooding in. Her eyes moved slowly round. No danger was visible, but that didn't fool her. Something had come out of the forest, drawn by the smell of spilled blood. So where would it be? A short distance from the shore, midway between the lake and the trees, the remains of ancient buildings protruded from humped grass. The melted walls were crags now, harder than rock and fused into strange black shapes. A flock of birds, coiling like a streamer, wheeled and darted high above, then swept off across the forest. She could see nothing else, nor was there any sound. Scarlett walked back to her rucksack, fixed the bottles and tube in place, and hoisted the bag over her shoulders. She kicked soil onto the fire, circling slowly so as to scan the landscape in all directions. If time had allowed, she would have rifled the bodies of the outlaws in search of supplies, but now she just wanted to get away. She made a token inspection of the bearded man. Just another failed farmer who thought possessing a knife, a paunch, and a bad attitude made him capable of attacking a lone girl sitting by her campfire. The knife was not as sharp as the one Scarlett had in her belt, but he did have a grease-proof pack of sandwiches in the pocket of his jacket, so that was Scarlett's lunch sorted. She left the camp and began threshing her way through the tall, wet grasses. Off to the west, clouds were massing to extraordinary heights, mountains of pink and white towering over the Welsh frontier. Scarlett moved away from the lake and made directly for the crags. Better to face the creature now, out in the open with the sun at her back, than be stalked across the marshes. Hide and seek wasn't her thing. When she got within 50 yards of the walls, she stopped and waited. Presently, a long, low-backed piece of darkness peeled off from the edge and lopped into the sunlight. It was a brindled grey and black wolf, a mature adult, twice as long as Scarlett was tall. Its head was lowered, but the lazily swinging shoulder blades rose almost as high as her chest. The amber eyes were fixed upon her. It came forwards, unhurriedly, with the confident swagger of a salesman about to close a deal. No fuss, no flurry. It, too, was keen to get the job done. Scarlett's hand moved slowly towards her belt. Otherwise, she stood where she was, a slight, slim figure in a battered brown coat, weighed down with a rucksack and tube and bottles, and all the paraphernalia of a girl who walked the wilds. The wolf slowed its pace. When it was 6 yards away, it halted. It raised its head to the level of Scarlett's, and she and the animal appraised each other. Scarlett took note of the wet fangs, the black lips, the intelligence burning in its gaze. Perhaps the wolf noted something in Scarlett McCain, too. It turned its head. All at once, it was trotting past her and away. Its thick, sharp tang whipped against her face and was gone. Girl and beast separated. The wolf ambled towards the lake, following the scent of the bodies. Scarlett took a comb from her pocket and ran it through the worst knots in her hair. Then she located a piece of bubblegum, tightened the straps on her rucksack, adjusted the hang of her gun belt, and set off towards the distant town. Enough dawdling. Time to get on with business. Time to demonstrate how a robbery should be done. Chapter 2. As always, Mr. H.J. Appleby